The following is a presentation of Santa Monica College.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Corsair Pavilion here at SMC. I'm Claudius West. He's Trev Angoni, bringing you tonight's matchup between the Lady Corsairs of Santa Monica College and the 500 Antelope Valley Marauders. Trev, this Antelope Valley team has an average record, and they're coming onto a home floor that has been defended successfully the last 3 times. What do the Corsairs need to do in tonight's game to protect home court and keep the streak going?
So for SMC, Claudius, it's going to come down really to Anise Palmore. She's averaging 16.4 points per game. She's the player to watch for SMC. Also just a shade under 8 rebounds per game. But accompanying Anise is Bria Nelson. She's averaging 8 points per game, over 3 assists, and 2 steals per game, which is huge. We're going to need her to be, active hands on the defensive end. Corsairs right now are 12-6, 3-0 at home, like you mentioned. When it comes to Antelope Valley, their beast down in the paint, Savannah Johnson, she's averaging 14 points per game and then 2 blocks per game. So her blocks and Bria Nelson's assists, those should cancel each other out. But for ABC, you have to watch out for what I'm calling their 3-headed monster. You've got Broadway, Pete, and Gilroy. They're averaging 27 points per game on average combined. So we'll see if SMC can keep their home record pristine and see what kind of resistance they have for this, underwhelming Marauder team.
And on that note, we're going to take it to the floor. It is tip-off time here at the Pavilion. Antelope Valley Marauders versus the Santa Monica Corsairs starts right now. All right, everybody, we're getting ready to get underway here at the SMC, at the Corsair Pavilion, as the Lady Corsairs prepare to take on the Antelope Valley Marauders.
Corsairs trying to keep their pristine record at home immaculate, and they're 3-0 right now. They're going to go for 4-0 tonight. Just have to see if the Lady Corsairs can bring it tonight.
And SMC controls the tip. And there's a steal. Antelope Valley has it now. Trying to get something started from the other side of the court here. Passes the ball around, holding it at the top of the arc. Still swinging the ball around the outside are the Marauders. Inside, up for 2. That's Barbara Pete. Score the first 2 points for the ABC Marauders.
Yeah, you're going to have to keep your eye out for Savannah Johnson. She's averaging almost 14 points a game, and that's the biggest thing that the Corsairs are going to have to look out for tonight, Claudius.
Antelope Valley trying to make it happen. Shot taken from 3, Anise Palmore, but no good. Recovered by SMC. And now the Lady Corsairs are working the ball on the outside, looking for a play. And tipped by Broadway for Antelope Valley.
And for SMC, you're going to have to definitely keep your eye out for Bria Nelson. She is the engine that keeps this offense going, from a assist, implementing the offense standpoint. Your big-time scorer is going to be, Savannah Johnson, or I'm sorry, is going to be Anise Palmore. But, definitely keep your eye on Bria Nelson. She is the engine that runs this Corsairs team.
Shakina Broadway looking to have drew the foul for the Marauders.
So it looks
Corsairs
like
will inbound.
Leading scorer for the Corsairs, Anise Palmore. She's going to inbound right here. And we'll have to see if they can get Anise in on the action early, Claudius.
Passes around the outside. Bria Nelson to the inside, attempts a shot but missed. Recovered by the Marauders. Antelope Valley driving now. Working the ball on around the outside.
Gotta say,
Gilroy looking to make a play. Passes inside, but stolen. The Corsairs have it. Driving down on the fast break. Out of bounds.
It was a good idea. She had the the lead on the fast break, so definitely want to try to exploit that. It just wasn't there for him at that point. But yeah, Gilroy on the other end. trying to get the offense going. And I got to say, I love the hair.
ABC driving now into the paint. Rejected by Lauren Davis. But there is a foul.
Yeah, Lauren Davis definitely in there for defensive purposes. Be that presence in the middle and make it hard to get to the basket.
Antelope Valley with the ball on the outside. Three-point opportunity taken and missed by Broadway. And the Corsairs take the shot but can't score on the fast break.
Great fast break, but Corsairs have to execute. Bria missing the layup. Her timing was thrown off by the defender a little bit, but you have to convert those easy ones.
Antelope Valley on the inside, driving, turns around. Nice two-point play for Antelope Valley. That was Savannah Johnson on the shot. The Corsairs driving now. Push it to the outside. Three-point shot, good. Anise Palmore on the three-point play.
Palmore getting it started, just like she's known to do. Like we said earlier, averaging almost 17 points. So, definitely, that force for the Corsairs that keeps them in games.
And I believe Palmore drew the foul there.
Number 1, Anise Palmore.
And it is.
That's her first personal, first team foul.
And both Antelope Valley and Santa Monica will substitute at this time as ABC inbounds. Number 3, Broadway with the ball, looking to make a play from the outside. Swings the ball around the arc. Still looking for something on the inside. And the Corsairs will recover the ball on the offensive foul.
See what kind of offense Corsairs going to get started here. We know they want to get Palmore going, but definitely going to have to run some type of an offense.
Corsairs turnaround jumper from the inside, short and no good.
Yeah, just a little too much of just simply throwing it down low or taking threes. Get some players in motion, get some swing for this offense going, get some open looks. We saw the success that Antelope Valley had against the in the men's game earlier with that. So, got to get some open looks going.
Palmore will inbound for the Corsairs here. Three-point shot taken, no good. Recovered by Antelope Valley.
Great effort by Hannah Nefke to get that rebound, but just a little too tough to actually get it executed. Corsairs not having to put up with much resistance in the backcourt. No full court press. Looks like they're going to start out at half court. Antelope Valley, that is. So we'll see what Palmore can get going for this Corsair squad.
SMC three-point attempt, no good. Rebounded, thrown back inside. Now back outside to the 3. And a second three-point try missed by O'Shayla Gray. Antelope Valley has it. We have a...
Yeah, good.
Let's see if they give it to him.
Good defense by SMC. They're making it tough to get to the basket for the Marauders. But still, just have to execute on the offensive end.
And Brittany Scott threw up a wild 3. Did not go down. Corsairs have it. Back outside. And the pass is deflected, recovered by Antelope Valley.
Yeah, the Marauders are running a really good zone D right now, forcing the Corsairs shooter from outside.
And the rebound. That was Hannah Nafke with the rebound for the Corsairs.
Both teams having a rough go at it from the offensive end, though.
They are. Palmore shoots from 3. Good! Santa Monica goes up 6-4 with 15 minutes remaining in the half.
Palmore dialed in, looking good. she's got to keep that going because right now she's the best thing, that we can see out there right now for the Corsairs.
And Palmore is making it clear that she is not afraid to take shots, and she's also making plays.
And if she can convert like she has been, then she should be taking the shot. So just going to have to wait and see if she can keep it going.
Antelope Valley prepares to inbound. And Brittany Scott has it for the Marauders. Being harassed and eventually stripped. Corsairs have the ball back. Move the ball around on the outside, looking to find an open man. Drives, shoots, scores.
Yeah, that was a great conversion right there by Shayla Gray. Finally getting on the board, banking it off. That was a good-looking play. Once again, not necessarily running an offense, but, converting. And, that's the biggest thing is converting.
And Brittany Scott back with it, but it's stolen by Palmore, who drives on the fast break, and it's...
Yeah, Kiara Jackson trying to get a little tricky on the give back. I like the thought, but, defense just closing too fast, try to get away with stuff like that,
SMC, the Corsairs will inbound here as the ball went out of bounds on Jasmine Hayes after the deflection. The Corsairs have it at the top. That was great on the put-up, who was fouled. She will go to the line for two.
Number 32, Bailey Green, as their first personal. Second team foul.
Number 2, Bailey Green charged with the foul on that play.
Missing from the free throw line, that's definitely not going to get it done, Claudius. The easy ones, you got to knock down the easy ones. You can't miss layups, can't miss free throws, because at the end of the game, when you look at the free throws, line, we're shooting 66%, and it's we lost by 4 points. There's the game right there. So, you have to convert the easy ones.
And Jamila just converted 1 of 2 from the free throw. Jamila Great for the Corsairs.
Jamila Great, definitely a great veteran presence for this SMC team. You got to have your veterans to go with those rooks.
Antelope Valley looking to get something started here.
It looks like SMC is going to come out in his own defense, which has been giving Antelope Valley fits so far. So I like what the coaches have in mind.
Barbara Pete tipping the shot. Out of bounds, the Corsairs will have it. We have 13 minutes to go in the half. Score is 9-4. Corsairs up on the Marauders as Palmore prepares to inbound.
Yeah, they got Palmore in the backfield, in the backcourt. She's bringing the ball up, taking shots, getting people involved. But I would try to get Palmore some more looks because she's had the best looking shot so far tonight.
The Corsairs working the ball from the top. Spin move in the shot, but missed. That was Kiara Jackson with the shot. Antelope Valley rebounds it. Long two-point try, missed by Gilroy. Recovered by SMC. Driving down on the fast break. The pass, no good. That was Jamila Great.
I'm loving the fast break running by Shayla Gray. They couldn't convert, but that was a beautiful fast break that she ran.
ABC has it now.
Yeah,
Savannah Johnson driving to the hole.
Yeah, great D right there by Hannah Nefke. She's getting her hands on balls and making it tough for the Marauders to get to the rack.
Once again, the Corsairs have it, working outside, but driving. Palmore has it, passes, long two-point try, missed by number 23, Joy Bell for the Corsairs.
Palmore has to be aware of, even if it's not an amazing look, an okay look for her is better than an amazing look for a lot of other players, you know. So she's got to be willing to pull the trigger early and often, you know, if the Corsairs are going to push this lead and, you know, come out with a victory at the end of things.
The Corsairs will get the ball back here as Antelope Valley substitutes once again. Brittany Scott coming back into the game for the Marauders. Score is 9-4, 12 minutes left to go in the first half. Palmore has it. The offense gets set up here. With the pass, Kira Jackson with it now. She's looking to get rid of it. Palmore drives, shoots, scores!
With how good Palmore's shot is looking tonight, she has to pull the trigger almost every time she has something of a look. I mean, her looks, you know, even being okay, like we said earlier, I mean, she is just shooting the ball with such great efficiency. She has to be willing to call her number a lot.
Long two-point play for Anise Palmore there. Score now 11-4. As Antelope Valley gets an easy 2 points off of a turnaround jumper by Savannah Jackson.
See what Palmore is going to get implemented here. You know, if I were them, I would have, you know, Brianna Nelson's not out there right now, but I would have Brianna Nelson running the offense and trying to get Palmore good looks because her shot is definitely the best shot they have going so far.
Bell drives.
Yeah, fancy dribbling right there
Yes.
by Joy Bell. Hey, you know, they still have the ball at the end of it, so do what you got to do.
Kiora Gilroy will be charged with the foul.
Looks like the Corsairs are going to bring in Jamala Alston. We'll see if, you know, she can make a difference, averaging almost 6 points a game. So, you know, maybe she can knock down a couple threes or something like that.
Ball inbounded to Hannah Nefke, but dropped. And Antelope Valley will take it. Antelope Valley driving now. And a foul. Broadway fouled, and Palmore will pick up her second. And we'll head to the bench for the Corsairs. Antelope Valley setting up now. Moving the ball around the outside. Brittany Scott pulls up from three. No good. Rebounded by Antelope Valley. And stolen by the Corsairs. Joy Bell has it. Stolen back by Antelope Valley. Easy fast break. 2 points scored. That was Shakina Broadway for the Marauders.
Yeah, Joy Bell getting her pocket picked. You know, they have to be a little bit more aware on the offensive end. You know, look out for that right there. Active hands by Antelope Valley. Shanika Broadway, you know, getting that. So, you know, Corsairs have to be aware of what's going on out there.
And the Corsairs driving now just inside the three, but back outside. Bell pulls up. Air ball recovered by Antelope Valley. Scott will bring it down for the Marauders. Savannah Johnson fouled inside the paint. 21 charged with the foul. Hannah Nefke on that play. Antelope Valley will inbound from down low. 10 minutes left to go in the half. Scores 11-8. Lady Corsairs up on the Marauders. The ball goes out to the arc, into the hands of Brittany Scott. Passes around, three-point try, no good. Rebounded by Antelope Valley. And another two-point try this time by Broadway.
Yeah, SMC can try to get the fast break on right here, Claudius. You know, Brittany Scott on the other end trying to get her three ball going, but it's just not working so far. if I was Antelope Valley, I would try to get the ball down low, try to get some easy buckets. You know, same thing for Santa Monica, unless, you know, Palmore's going to be taking the shot from the outside. You know, try to pound it in low, you know, get an easy look, maybe get it to one of your, you know, backcourt players on the outside and have them drive in, maybe a little hook shot or runner. You know, just even getting to the line. You know, when the 3-ball isn't going, which it's not for either team right now, then you got to try to get it inside or try to get to the line. You know, you have to produce points somehow.
Corsairs inbound off the foul. Setting up from the top, but driving. 2-point attempt from inside the paint, no good. Rebounded by the Corsairs. That's Jamila Austin with the rebound. Corsairs pulling up from just inside the paint, no good. Antelope Valley has it on a fast break. Layup, 2 points.
Yeah, there you go.
Savannah Johnson on the play.
Savannah Johnson getting off, you know, leading scorer for the Marauders. You know, that was an easy one. We still have yet to see her break it down in the offensive zone and create her own shot. But in the meantime, that'll get it done. Just can't miss those easy ones.
Corsairs moving the ball around the outside now. Back inside, 2-point try from no good.
That was a good look by Jamila, but, you know, just an awkward shot slightly behind the basket. Great pick by Brianna running the fast break. Going to go up on her own. Miss, but she'll go to the line for 2. So right now, you know, Corsairs only up by a point. I think it was 4 or 5 earlier. But, you know, just a lack of implementing a runnable offense where you're actually creating good shots for your team. You know, once again, just a little too much of a street ball vibe. You know, no runners along the baseline, you know, not even a pick and roll, just really, you know, wasted shot clock and, you know, not a lot of good opportunities where you could be creating good opportunities. You know, honestly, for either team, that's probably why the score is so close because, you know, we're over halfway through this first half and it's 12-10 and, you know, most of those points have come on, you know, breakaway layups and, you know, just neither team really getting good offensive rhythm going on.
And Bria Nelson drops her foul shot. Scores now 13-10 Corsairs. Xavier C inbounds. The Marauders take a shot from inside the paint, no good. Recovered and moved around the outside, but stolen by the Corsairs on the fast break. Easy layup is Gray.
Yeah, that was a great read by O'Shayla Gray. You know, she's averaging almost 7 points a game, Claudius, and it's going to take that type of, you know, intensity and, you know, insight into the opposing team's offense to be able to read lanes like that and get an easy bucket because it's going to take plays like that for the Corsairs to build up a really significant lead to where, you know, you never want to take your foot off the gas, but to where you don't, you know, let doubt creep in and then let it start becoming a factor in, you know, how you play.
O'Shayla Gray with a great steal, great lay-in. Puts the Corsairs up 15-10 with 8 to go in the half. AVC with the inbound, going to try to make something happen on their end of the court. Fast break run and lay-in, missed. But Pete is fouled for Antelope Valley.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Wasn't pretty, Claudius, but, you know, she drew the foul. And like we were saying, producing points. If it takes drawing fouls or, you know, just figuring out how to get to the line or, you know, running a fast break and just getting an easy layup, it's going to take plays like that, you know, and whoever can execute those plays is going to be the winner at the end of things.
Roberta Hayes will come in for the Lady Corsairs now as Barbara Pete makes her first of 2 from the free throw. And missed, rebounded by the Marauders, put back.
And that's exactly what you need to do on the offensive end. And that's exactly what the Corsairs can't afford to give up is offensive rebounds that lead directly to scores. You know, that's the easiest way to get behind.
As the Lady Corsairs look to make something happen on offense now. They move the ball around the outside. And the Corsairs struggle with it. Pass it back out to Gray, who throws up a prayer that is not answered.
Yeah, a little bit of a circus shot right there. But, you know, that's what happens when you don't have a cohesive offense being run. You know, you're just throwing up circus shots. You're taking threes. You're, you know, running to the rim and throwing it up against the backboard. So, you know, just a lack of an offense being implemented. And, you know, that's not too much to ask for from an organized sport is to, you know, have some type of an offense ready to be implemented.
Broadway with the ball now for Antelope Valley as the offense gets set up on the other end of the court. She drives, passes to the outside. Shot taken and made from just inside the three.
Yeah, that's a great look by Raquisha McClellan. You know, she that's back-to-back scores. She got the offensive rebound. So it's as simple as that. You know, something like that can get your team going, Claudia. So hopefully we can see more of that from the Corsairs.
Corsairs pull up, no good. Recovered by Raquisha McClellan for AVC. And she just tied the score with 6 left to go. Palmore back in now for the Lady Corsairs.
So they're going to bring in Palmore. They're going to sit Nelson. See, the thing is, I would want Nelson and Palmore out there at the same time. I would want Nelson setting up Palmore and vice versa. But more or less, I would want Nelson setting up Palmore. I can't remember the last time we saw Palmore shot. Her shot has been looking great so far tonight.
Yes. Palmore has it now. Palmore pulls up. No good. Recovered by AVC.
Even that, you know, was contested and might have even got a piece of it, and it was still close. So
yeah,
they really need to call her number.
As Jamila Great steals, goes up for the easy layup. 2 points for the Corsairs.
Great pick by Jamila Great. That's exactly the kind of effort that the Corsairs are going to need if they're going to, you know, amount to a lead here in the first half. Great hands by Palmore.
Another deflection. Palmore with the ball now. Goes back to the outside to give the offense a chance to set up. From the outside, attacks the bucket, throws up an easy layup, but it's just missed.
Yeah,
off the rim.
Can't miss those, Claudius. Can't miss those point-blank layups.
That was O'Shayla Gray. And now Antelope Valley has it. They're getting set up now. Working the outside, Broadway has the ball for the Marauders. Kicks it out. Around the arc. Shot taken by Gilroy, but missed. Rebounded by the Corsairs. Palmore brings it down. Easy dish. Layup attempted, but no good.
Just a little too out of control for Nefke. You know, she had the right intentions, but, you know, she maybe should have come to a jump stop, put it up. She's got the size advantage. And then, unfortunately, there's a 4-point swing. AVC goes right back to the other end, puts up 2. So, you know, Corsairs have to slow down. Stop, you know, they're in their own heads. They need to slow down, get some good looks, and really just, you know, start to implement the offense.
Palmore at the top of the arc with the ball. Attacks the basket, lifts up for 2. No good. Once again rebounded by AVC. Not a lot of second chances here for the Corsairs on offense.
Corsairs doing a good job picking the ball off on the defensive end, but they just have to convert in the offensive end.
Long 3-point play attempted and made by O'Shayla Gray.
Hey, if she's gonna have that kind of form on her shot and she's gonna finish like that, then they need to get her more looks.
2017, the Corsairs up by 3 with 4 minutes, 35 remaining in the half. AVC has it. Broadway attacks the paint, throws it up, easy 2 for the Marauders. I'm sorry, that was Barbara Pete for Antelope Valley on that last play. As the Lady Corsairs, Palmore takes a shot from 3, off the rim, recovered by the Corsairs. They said back up, attacks the basket again, no good but fouled. So Great will go back to the line.
Yeah, Palmore may have missed the shot, but it was a good-looking shot. And like I said, Claudius, you know, even when she misses, it looks good. So she really needs to keep shooting. She can't, you know, get self-conscious and not, you know, fire it up. So she needs to keep firing. You know, it was looking good early, and it'll get back to that.
Jamila Great takes the first of 2, makes it. Looks like the second unit coming onto the floor for the Marauders. As the Corsairs substitute as well.
active hands, you know, that's definitely one thing the Corsairs have going for them. They're getting their hands on the balls that are going through the passing lanes, you know, but either team gets it down to the paint and it starts to get muddied up a little bit.
Palmore with the ball on the outside for the Corsairs.
Looks like
offensive foul called on number 21, Hannah Nefke.
Interesting call. I mean, it looked like they just kind of got caught up, but hey, you know, the ref must have seen something that we didn't.
And Antelope Valley will keep it.
Brittany Scott bringing the ball up. You know, she hasn't hit on her last 3 or 4 shots, but she's probably due to hit one of them soon, so definitely have to stay with her.
She's very brave. You can count on her to take several of them throughout this game. We have a travel on Savannah Johnson, which will give the Corsairs another chance at an offensive play here.
Good for the Corsairs, because even as the Antelope Valley's 4 or 5 player, you know, Johnson is really, you know, she can one step around the defender, get to the rack really easily. I'm surprised they're not going down to her more often.
Taylor Gleave has it now. She dishes to the inside. Turnaround jump shot missed by the Corsairs.
And Hannah Nefke, you know, she's missed a few around the rim. She's so close, but, you know, I think she just needs to slow down a little bit and focus a little bit more, maybe use the glass, and she'll convert on a couple of those.
Inbound. And we have a travel.
Yeah, Jamila got a little excited, you know, took a couple of steps before she put the ball down, but, when you're going hard to the rack, you know, sometimes you just got to tuck that ball like a running back and just, you know, go hard, wait for the contact. So
I like the energy.
Yeah, you know, she was looking for the contact. It wasn't necessarily there, but just show us that same energy on the defensive end.
And we have Barbara Pete pulls up just outside the key. She misses, recovered by SMC. Now the Lady Corsairs will get set back up here. Move the ball around the outside. Great, loses it. Brittany Scott recovers for Antelope Valley.
Yeah, you know, Jamila just lost the handle on that, but that was a great fast break by Brittany Scott. Dished it off to Johnson. That was ran to perfection. That was probably one of the best looking plays that we've seen all night. It was just a simple, fast break.
Great two-point play. Ball's inside, shot taken and made by Lauren Davis. Yep. Score now 23-21 Corsairs with 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, like we said earlier, Claudius, you know, they have to get the ball down low, get those easy looks, because, you know, that's your bread and butter. That's where you're really going to make your money is, you know, getting those layups and those free throws. So, you know, they have to keep looking at that and, you know, not shy away from going down into the paint, even though, you know, there's a lot of congestion down there and, you know, the chances do raise, you know, when you're when it comes to turnovers. But if they can get good looks, you know, that's all that matters.
AVC inbounding. Attacking the paint, puts up the 2, and it's good. Savannah Johnson with another layup. 23-23, she ties the score for the Marauders. The Corsairs moving the ball around the outside of the arc. Drives, shot missed, and recovered by AVC.
Yeah, a little bit of an errant shot, but, you know, the look was good, so Corsairs need to keep trying to get those good looks.
LaQuisha McClellan tried to attack the hole. Did not work out, but the Marauders recover the ball. And they're back outside of the arc. Swinging the ball into the paint. The layup attempt is no good.
Yeah, great D by Lauren Davis. I think they might have called the foul, unless it was just out of bounds. Yeah, no, it looks like they're going to call the foul. But you know, being in the right spot at the right time, you know, getting a hand up, you know, that's the gist of it. That's the most important thing.
And now Jasmine Hayes at the line for the Marauders. First shot is good. We have some substitutions now. Great will come out. O'Shayla Gray back in. And recovers the ball just on time. Fast break opportunity and a foul.
Yeah, Corsairs have to keep taking to the rack. You know, they're getting fouled, they're getting to the line. You know, getting to the line means, you know, easy points. So, you know, they have to keep trying to get to the line, keep trying to get those easy layups.
O'Shayla Gray has no problem pushing that paint and pushing it hard. She's come inside several times, and this time she draws a nice foul. She will take 2 from the line. The score is recovered by Antelope Valley. Brittany Scott pushing it now.
Yeah, nice moves by Scott, getting it down in the other zone.
She passes, dishes to the outside. Brittany has it again. They will continue drive inside. Jump shot from inside the key is no good. Recovered by the Corsairs. 2-point attempt just inside the 3, no good by Taylor Glee.
Shot was off, but it was a good possession. You know, they got the ball into the hands of a shooter, and it was a good look at least.
Lauren Davis drives now. Inside shot attempt, no good.
And there's Johnson trying to get it going. Can't get it to go. SMC with a possible fast break right here.
Driving, shoots, no score, but we will go back to the line.
Great presence of mind right there by O'Shayla Gray. You know, really, you know, having her mindset on getting to the paint, getting into a defender, getting the foul called, and like we said, that's huge. Points on the board. You know, that's everything at this point.
Get them however you can. Which scores? You got 2 different scores. Are we going with that one?
That's the score. All right, so we're going to have O'Shayla missing on the first, going to try to connect on the second, and tie this game up with 30 seconds left in the first half.
The 2-point try is missed by O'Shayla Gray, recovered by Antelope Valley. Gilroy will bring it down now for the Marauders. Hard press, deflected, stolen by the Corsairs. Layup good. That's O'Shayla Gray on the steal and the bucket.
And active hands by Lauren Davis. You know, that's back-to-back good defensive possessions for Lauren Davis.
Antelope Valley has it now. Shot taken from inside the paint. 3 seconds left. Corsairs have it, but the tide will run out. Last shot taken and no good.
Hey, it was a nice heave, but all in all, you know, Corsairs got off to a really good start. AVC closed the gap. You know, this game is obviously going to be won in the second half, but the thing to watch is going to be the adjustments that both teams make. See if the Corsairs are going to be able to implement some type of an offense, start hitting their threes, and you know, not missing around the rim.
Okay, we're back here, getting ready for starting our second half of our game against the Antelope Valley Marauders, who have the ball now, working the outside.
Nice little zone D implemented by SMC. Going to try to force them to shoot from the outside.
Long 3-pointer attempted by Kiora Gilroy, missed.
And that's a good strategy, Claudius. You know, I mean, if they're going to implement a zone D and, you know, make the Marauders shoot from the outside, you know, their numbers drop when they're forced to shoot from the outside. So I'd be playing zone D the rest of the game.
Palmore passes as the Corsairs set up in their offense. Looking for an open shot. Drives. Takes up from just outside. Miss.
Great grit by Bria Nelson down low, getting the offensive rebound. You know, unfortunately, Hannah Nefke, you know, she is not having a great game from behind the arc, from down in the paint. You know, they're going to have to, you know, definitely, you know, keep an eye on that and, you know, try to get more 3-pointers like that, Claudius.
As O'Shayla Gray hits the great 3-point jumper. "19 minutes to go after the 3-point play by O'Shayla Gray. And we have a timeout.
So AVC's having trouble from the arc. You know, we're hitting a decent amount of shots from the arc. So, you know, Corsairs, keep pulling the trigger, try to get Palmore and Nelson going. But like we were saying with the men's game, how Shevlin would get Banks going or Beck, whoever that was. So Nelson has to get Palmore going. Nelson's really great with the ball in her hands, and Palmore has the best shot going. So, they have to, continue to try to get her good looks.
Antelope Valley making this a tough game for the Corsairs, but the Corsairs are up.
There's a beautiful shot of the rim. Corsairs up 4, as we're seeing right there. So, yeah, Corsairs just got to try to finish around the rim a little bit more efficiently. Keep those threes going, get Palmore some open looks. And honestly, from a defensive standpoint, that zone's working really well. So, play the zone and force them to shoot from outside to see what happens.
Antelope Valley inbounds, but the ball is lost. Palmore has it. Lady Corsairs have another chance at a scoring play here as they work the outside of the yard. Passes inside to the jumper is missed. Recovered by Antelope Valley. That was Lauren Davis on the layup attempt. That
was a great pass, but she had a great look. She cannot be afraid to call her number, Claudius. She's the best option they have, so they have to get Palmore on the board more often.
We have a travel. Corsairs will get it back.
Yeah, Zone D still doing wonders for the Corsairs. They have to keep it up.
Palmore drives, takes a wild shot from the inside, but makes it.
And if Palmore can make shots like that, then she should definitely be calling her number every single chance she gets. She cannot hesitate.
Peterson driving here for the Marauders, takes a shot from very close inside, but misses.
Yeah, she got down to the paint way too easy on that one, Claudius.
Yes, she did.
And right now, the Marauders cannot stop traveling. Corsairs will take it. But right now, 6-point lead, got a lot of momentum early in this first part of the second half. So let's see if the Corsairs can build on that and get Palmore some more open looks.
The Marauders, with the last few very silly mental mistakes, have put the Corsairs in a position where they can't come back. As Palmore takes it down now for the Corsairs. She dishes out. Kicks it inside. 2-point play is missed once again. Lauren Davis, good shot, but defended very well. As Antelope Valley now brings the ball down, drives inside, passes outside. 3 attempt is no good.
Yeah, Corsairs running that full court press. It's working. It's forcing the Marauders to get the ball down to the other end fast, and that's creating some turnovers. But, in the Corsairs offensive zone, getting Bria Nelson going, getting Palmore some open looks, that's that's what's going to get it done for these Lady Corsairs tonight.
Marauders inbound. Working outside of the arc. Brittany Scott with the ball. Long 3. Wow. Good.
I don't think she called glass on that one, Claudius, but it doesn't matter. Give him 3 more points.
All net for Antelope Valley. 26-30. Corsairs lead it. As the Lady Corsairs drive inside, come back out. As Bria Nelson looks to make a play. Gives it up. The and one for O'Shayla Gray, who drives to the hole.
O'Shayla Gray.
No and one.
No, but making herself known, making plays here and there throughout the game, pretty consistent. As Bria Nelson picks the pocket right there. Great pocket pick by Bria Nelson. Great conversion. This full court press is doing wonders for the Corsairs. Great halftime adjustment by the Corsairs.
Bria Nelson with another steal. Gets it out to Palmore on the other end of the floor. And O'Shayla Gray has it now.
You know what? If I were the Corsairs, I would keep the ball out.
Savannah Johnson with the steal and the layup.
Savannah Johnson taking it coast to coast. But if I'm the Corsairs, what I'm going to stop doing is throwing it down low, because that's only creating, good looks, but the 4s and 5s for the Corsairs just aren't converting. So I would, stay away from doing that, and honestly, just focus on my outside shot. Focus on getting your top players good looks, like Palmore right there. Just off the front of the rim, unfortunately.
And the drive by the Marauders. Another good fast break. Easy 2 points for Savannah Johnson. And AVC is now down by 4, 30-34 with 15 left to go in the half. The Corsairs are working the outside. Palmore driving into the paint, takes an easy 2-pointer, makes it. Corsairs go up by 2, by 6.
Yeah, it's a good timeout by AVC. You know, Corsairs came out, start second half, full court press, giving the Marauders a lot of trouble. Corsairs, you know, converting on a couple of their shots. So now it's going to be up to the Marauders to make adjustments, you know, try to break that full court press and, you know, try to get some type of cohesive offense going because, you know, the Corsairs look like they have their offense going a little bit more smoothly than the Marauders at this point. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Marauders head coach is going to pull out of his bag of tricks and see what kind of adjustments he's going to make.
And the Marauders call their second timeout to regroup with 15 remaining in the half. Score is 36-30. Lady Corsairs up over the Antelope Valley College Marauders.
Yeah, we'll have to see if the Corsairs can continue that zone D. It's been working really well, forcing the Marauders to shoot from the outside, and they're not necessarily great at that. So let's see if they keep that going, which it looks like they are.
The Marauders working the outside, looking for an open man. Lots of pressure, and stolen by the Corsairs. Palmore bringing it down now on the fast break. Pass inside. 2-point attempt is good. That's Lauren Davis finally making good on a nice assist. And the Corsairs get the ball back immediately after the bad inbounds by the Marauders.
Yeah, the Corsairs full court press, giving the Marauders such a headache. And, you know, you would expect the Corsairs to keep that up and keep the zone D up. It looks like they figured out how to play it from a defensive standpoint. Now they just have to execute from the offensive standpoint.
Lauren Davis pulls up a long 2, misses, but is rebounded. Corsairs maintain possession. Bria Nelson fouls. No, travel.
Little ticky-tack. I didn't really notice anything, but, you know, they'll, if they see it, they'll call it. So, you know, refs just doing their job.
Yeah. Stolen.
Once again, full court press, just killing the Marauders.
Bria Nelson to Palmore. The pair work the outside. Nelson dishes inside, back outside, 3-point attempt, taken and missed by Bell. It's recovered by AVC.
Wow, great defense by Bria Nelson, closing off the lane, forcing Johnson to stop in her tracks and get called for a travel. So Corsairs really getting it done.
Very nice defense in this second half. Lots of pressure being applied, and it's definitely showing in this game. The score is 38-30. Corsair lead with 14 remaining in the half. Nelson pushing inside now. Dishes outside to Palmore. 3-point play is good.
Once again, Claudius, Palmore getting an open look. If I was the coach for the Corsairs, I would run a play for Palmore every single time down and just see what's created off of that. So, you know, hopefully they'll keep running more of those 4-runner plays for her.
Broadway driving to the hole for Antelope Valley. 2-point play is good.
Bria Nelson gonna try to get things started for the Corsairs.
She's looking around. Brittany Scott defending for Antelope Valley. Bria pulls up. Long 2 is no good. Just about the free throw. Fast break, but stolen. The Corsairs have it.
Honestly,
Palmore with the layup.
I feel like that full court press is going to be the biggest difference this entire game. I feel like they've stolen it 4 out of the last 5 times down, upwards of like 80%. So great implementation by the Corsairs coaching staff.
Antelope Valley looks to regroup, comes into the paint for the layup. Broadway makes it and goes to the line for the foul.
Now that's the only downside to having a zone D is that it opens up the middle. If you can slash and get to the middle, you can get the easy buckets down in the paint. We've seen, that's the second time I've seen one of the Antelope Valley forwards or guards slash to the middle. They couldn't convert on the first, converted on the second. We'll have an and one coming up right here. But if you're going to play zone D, you just have to be aware that the middle's going to be open. You know, that's played into the Corsairs' hands up to this point. But, you know, if you're the Marauders, you would think that you're going to, you know, notice that they're playing a zone D and try to get the ball down in the middle.
Shakina Broadway misses on the and one play, recovered by Nelson. She drives and then stops to allow Lady Corsairs to set up, move the ball around the outside. Nelson for three, missed, but rebounded by the Corsairs. Palmore drives now, dishes to the outside. Nelson, another three-point, no good. Corsairs maintain possession after two missed attempts. And a travel called on Bria Nelson.
Now, I think the problem is that Palmore is just too nice of a person. If I was her, I would have pulled up from three right there, knowing that you have the best shot going, but she's just trying so hard to get the rest of her teammates involved. I mean, you have to give it up to her. She's a great team player. You know, she knows how to run an offense, but she just has to call her number more often. Her shot is going so well tonight. You know, she really should look to jack it up a little bit more often.
Antelope Valley has it now off of the travel call. AVC drives, shoots, misses by Gilroy. The Corsairs will inbound now.
All in all, Corsairs D this second half has been the biggest, you know, change in this game. You know, the full court press, you know, coupled with the zone defense. The Marauders are just having a lot of trouble figuring it out.
Score is 43-34 with 12 minutes to go in the half. Palmore takes the ball down for the Corsairs. Moves three-point drive, no good. AVC ball now. That was O'Shayla Gray with the missed two.
There you go, full court press causing the 5-second violation. This full court press has been a stroke of brilliance by the Corsairs coaching staff. And you got to give it up to the Lady Corsairs for executing it perfectly.
Shayla Gray shoots long two, misses but recovers the ball. And the Corsairs in driving now. Good inside shot, no good, recovered by AVC. AVC drives, shoots the short two, misses.
Now, as long as the Corsairs can contain that fast break into the backcourt, you know, they're looking great. They're forcing turnovers. But, you know, when the Marauders are able to get it into the front court and into the paint, you know, they're getting great looks. They're just finishing on about 30% of them. So, you know, they're going to have to, you know, break that full court press a little bit, you know, more often. And then when they do get into the paint, they're going to have to finish on those close looks.
Broadway charged with the foul as the Corsairs inbound. O'Shayla Gray with it, drives, dishes is outside. Palmore has it now. Put up, missed.
Ref's got to watch those bows. Starting to see some bows being thrown out there, Claudius. Got to be careful because in this that could escalate quickly.
Lots of physical play in these last few minutes. AVC inbounds. Marauders are looking. Ooh. Inside two-point try, no good from under the rim. Recovered by the Corsairs. Palmore has it. And she drives before dishing outside. Long two-point play, but called for the travel.
Yeah, that was
and it's no good.
Great crossover and dish by Palmore, but you know, SMC on the wing, just moved the feet right before he got up for the shot. So, got to call it. But a great crossover and great dish by Palmore.
Antelope Valley has it again now. Working the arc. Seem to be a little confused on the floor at the moment as they work that outside. Three-point try. No good.
Yeah, just
Corsairs recover the ball.
Nothing going for the Marauders, Claudius. They're getting decent looks, but they just can't convert. It's just kind of one of those snake-bitten nights, it seems. That being said, they're only down by 9. So Corsairs have to stay focused during this last 10 minutes, not let it get out of hand, because a couple of three-point shots and they're right back in it.
Score is 43-34 with 9:57 remaining. Corsairs with the ball. Wild pass there, but recovered by the Corsairs. Long two-pointer. Up and missed.
Second personal, fourth team foul.
Antelope Valley has it on the foul. And Morgan Delgado will go to the bench now.
Once again, the Marauders getting stuck in that backcourt because of that full-court press. I'm telling you, I don't know if I can ever recall a time where a full-court press, worked so beautifully, after, being used as an adjustment. The Marauders are, it's like the first time they've ever seen a full-court press.
ABC inbounds in the backcourt. Ooh. Finally gets it to their end of the floor, moves under the rim, out of bounds. ABC will get it back.
So now we'll actually get to see what happens when ABC runs a play out of bounds in their own offensive zone. Seems like it's been the whole half.
Going to inbound from under the rim here. And lots of pressure. O'Shea Gray getting a hand in there. Driving, takes the shot, no good, out of bounds.
I will say, definitely took the shot, but, Shakina Broadway, there was 2 or 3 seconds left, and she still had the presence of mind to know that she can get to the rack, took it to the hole, couldn't convert, but, good presence of mind by Broadway on that.
The Corsairs will have it now. And we're going to see what the Corsairs can do here on offense. So far, they've been doing a pretty good job. So Shayla Gray takes it inside, throws it up, no good, but draws the foul. So Shayla Gray will go back to the line.
Yeah, and that's one thing the Corsairs are getting. They are getting to the line. They're getting some shots. And like we were saying earlier, Claudius, hitting the easy layups, converting your free throws. Free throws are probably the most, I would say, under talked of, in part of a game that, plays such a huge, role when it comes to, the outcome. You look at the free throw report after the game, and if you're shooting 66%, the game's, less than 10 points, there's your game right there. So, you have to convert, which, we saw the Corsairs were not able to do right there.
As O'Shea Gray goes 1 for 2 from the line, Antelope Valley will inbound.
And here's that patented full court press.
Lots of pressure being applied. Brittany Scott gets around it, though, and now the Marauders are working the outside of the arc, looking to make the big play. Not much room inside, as the ball is thrown completely out of bounds by Shaquila.
Corsairs swarming, man. Corsairs swarming, getting their hands on the ball, playing really good D, staying in that defensive zone. So, you know, it's looking good.
No, Shayla Gray drives, pulls up, long two, no good. Rebound, Antelope Valley, and it is out. Corsairs will have it. Palmore with the inbound to the outside. Gray looking around now.
Palmore needs to look for her shot right here. She cannot try to bring it down low. See, that's the thing. You know, Palmore is just always looking to get her teammates involved, get the ball down low. The best thing she could do is really just pull it from three. You know, her shot seems light years, you know, ahead of everybody else's on the court. So, you know, she's obviously spent the time. Now she should try to, you know, get her money's worth.
Antelope Valley has it now with 8 minutes to go in the half. Broadway. And now the Marauders drive inside. Back outside, Brittany Scott takes a long three but misses.
And, you know, Scott's probably taken 4 or 5 threes tonight, but fortunately for the Corsairs, she hasn't been able to connect on any. Even if she was shooting 20%, they'd be within 4 points right now.
Palmore has it, throws it. Stolen by AVC.
Corsairs just being active. Being active, they're everywhere, it seems like.
Palmore attacking the inside, dishes outside. Long three, good. And that's Shayla Gray.
That's a big shot, Claudius. That's going to really, you know, take a little bit of the pressure off the Corsairs, you know, at the frequency that these baskets are being scored. So, you know, that's definitely a big shot.
The Marauders moving the ball around the outside. Looking for a shot. Brittany Scott takes another three off the rim, recovered by the Corsairs. He shoots, no good. Rebounded by Santa Monica. 2-point play is good.
Yeah, right there, Jamila Gray, you know, she's a great utility player, getting her hands on balls in the passing lanes, you know, driving to the lane, you know, just doing everything that her team needs of her right now.
Brittany Scott once again driving for the Marauders, goes up, and is fouled.
And Brittany Scott cannot buy a bucket tonight, unfortunately, for the Marauders, Claudius. Like we said, you know, she's missed 4 or 5 threes, you know, can't convert down low. You know, she's got good handles, you know, bringing the ball up, but, you know, unfortunately for AVC, just not able to convert on the offensive end.
So she's missed from the three several times tonight. She will now try from the free throw. 2 shots. And the first one rims out.
She's got to hit this one. I'm going to say she's got to hit this one.
And the second shot is good. Score now 49-35 with 6 to go. 6:41 to go in the half. Pressure being applied. Shayla Gray drives, loses the ball.
AVC trying to replicate the full court press that SMC is pulling off, but not even close. SMC able to break it right down.
Broadway attempts a pass. That's deflected. Marauders get it back, score the 2 points. Inside the paint. That was Barbara Peet with the score for Antelope Valley.
AVC is going to cut it to 12. Just over 6 minutes left. Corsairs, if they can play D and put a couple more buckets in, they've got this in the bag.
Shayla Gray with it again. Gives out to Palmore for the long three. It's good.
I'm telling you, every single time Palmore gets a good look, it's nothing but net. She should have 25 attempts by the end of this game, but she'll probably only end up with 12.
Antelope Valley now driving inside the paint, takes the shot, and it's good.
That was some fancy footwork. I thought it might have been close to a traveling call, but hey, we're only going by what the refs tell us, right?
Corsairs now up 52-39 with the ball just inside the 3, but back outside. Palmore pulls up, no good. The rebound, out of bounds.
Even when Palmore misses, it's by like an inch, and the shot still looks great. So, I mean, I'm saying call that number whenever.
And she's shooting from everywhere with no fear.
And surprisingly, Savannah Johnson, team's leading scorer at 14 points a game, hasn't really done anything. The Corsair is doing a great job really, keeping her out of things. Funny enough, with the zone D that SMC's running, that would, you would think that would open up the down low game for a Savannah Johnson, but, still they're resorting to outside shots and, it's not going their way.
And Savannah Johnson will go to the line for the Marauders. She misses, rebounded by AVC, put back up, missed again. Savannah comes in, rebounds and misses.
Yeah, AVC just not having a great game tonight, Claudius.
And now the Corsairs have it. 2-point try.
That was a good-looking shot.
Bell with the long two for the Corsairs. Antelope Valley. Johnson with it again. She drives, dishes it out. And now up and good. That was Shakina Broadway on the jumper in the paint for the Marauders. Score 54-21 now, 4:34 remaining. Palmore looking, and the drive, and the foul.
Jamila great, like we said, utility player, getting everything done, playing great defense, driving into the lane, right there, figuring out a way to get fouled and go to the line. Really she's doing everything for him tonight. You can hear a pin drop in Pavilion's, Corsair Pavilion right now. Up 13 at the pace this game's going. I mean, this should be done. This should be in the refrigerator, but there's a lot of time left. I mean, if somehow the Marauders could just knock down, let's say they knock down a 3 and 2 buckets in the next minute and a half, and, then at that point.
You have a closer game.
I mean, what, only 6 with 3 minutes to go? So just little by little.
And Jamila Graves is walking off the floor.
You would think the nuclear football codes were being passed down the floor. How quiet it is in this stadium right now. Looks like there might be a uniform issue, or perhaps Jamila might be cut, something like that. Yeah, it looks like they're going to sub her out. They're going to have her go. Yeah, she's going to go to the medical staff, and maybe she has a scratch. If any player is bleeding, they have to get it taken care of. They can't have an open wound on the court. So, that might be what's going on.
O'Shayla Gray will take the second, and it's good for the Corsairs.
O'Shayla will convert, and that'll give the Corsairs a 14-point lead. Corsairs just need to manage this game, and they've got it good to go.
AVC drives on the fast break, takes the shot, but misses the layup.
Interesting.
And after a little commotion on the floor, Antelope Valley comes up with the ball.
Yeah, interesting call. Usually when there's a lot of congestion like that, it's hard to call a travel, but hey, the refs saw it, so we'll go with it.
It was a long 2-point attempt made, missed, and then a foul that will send Bailey Green to the line for the Marauders. Misses the first of 2. The second is good. Score 55-42 now. 4 remaining. Corsairs driving.
Corsairs breaking that full press wide open. Ain't no thing.
As Lauren Davis gets the easy 2 from inside the paint. AVC with the inbound. And they're driving once again. Inside to Savannah Johnson. She turns around, shoots, scores.
Now see, Marauders should have had Savannah Johnson doing that from the opening tip. Going, backing down the defender, going heads up. Unfortunately, they've been settling for 3s and outside shots, so the score is what it is.
Bell pulls up. Misses her long jump shot.
Ooh.
What a big mess on the court.
Yeah, a little bit of a
Little run-in has
couple
Savannah
of
Johnson on the ground.
Couple of players running into each other. Looks like we might have Savannah Johnson might be a little injured, but looks like she's going to shake it off, get back on the floor. There's that competitive spirit.
Yeah.
So we've got Corsairs up by 11, 3.5 to go. You know, still that would, you know, take quite a comeback for AVC to start to crack into that. But if they can knock down a couple of free throws, cut it to 9, and play a little bit of D, you know, and you know, hey, 3 minutes is a lot of time. Just you know, depends on what kind of shots they can get and you know, where the ball's gonna bounce.
Barbara Pete making the first of her 2 shots for the Marauders as the Corsairs send a few subs onto the floor. Corsairs on the inbound.
Bria Nelson gonna try to get the offense going.
She's pushing inside, dishes outside. O'Shea Gray takes the shot, but it's called for the travel.
Gray has a little bit of a habit of shuffling her feet to get set for the shot without putting the ball down. Now, if she puts the ball down, no problem. But, you know, without putting the ball down, they're going to call that travel every time.
So Antelope Valley recovers the ball, but it's deflected. Johnson has it. And the foul. She will go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul number 21, Hannah Hefty. That's her 4th personal. 10th team foul. Count on the floor, full timeout.
All right, Antelope Valley is going to talk it over, see if they can come up with any late game strategies to close this 10-point gap. It's going to take a lot, but, you know, just over 3 minutes isn't a small amount of time, you know, in a game like this. So it's going to just come down to knocking down some shots, Claudius, you know.
Scores 55-45. The Lady Corsairs lead the Antelope Valley Marauders with 3:12 remaining in the half. Savannah Johnson prepares to take her free throws from the line. Shooting 2.
Savannah Johnson, you know, putting her imprint on this game, at least from the free throw line at this point. You know, she can do everything. She can go down low, hit that outside shot, you know, knock down free throws. You know, all that's very important.
But then missed the second of 2, but recovered by Antelope Valley. Savannah Johnson drives into the paint, takes another jumper, misses, and out of bounds, Antelope Valley ball.
Looks like Antelope Valley is going to get a chance right here. If they can convert here, let's say they knock down a 3 right here, down by 6, you know, with just over 3 to go. So it's a big possession for Antelope Valley.
The inbound is to the outside.
Now, that was not a good shot.
Oh.
Great D by Bria Nelson,
Great
though.
D. O'Shea Gray on the drive, dishes, 2 points.
Great
Bail
D,
on the play.
great fast break, great assist. Corsairs firing on all cylinders right now.
The Marauders running back down the court, but it goes out of bounds. And the Corsairs will get it back. O'Shea Gray setting up the offense now. The pass and the shot by Bell. No good. Recovered by Palmore. Back to Bell. Shoots the jumper and makes it.
Corsairs' confidence is soaring. That's why so many of these shots are going down, because they're not thinking about it. They're just pulling up and shooting, and they're going in.
Antelope Valley bringing the ball back down. Pressure being applied by the Corsairs. Shot attempt from just outside the key. Good. O'Shea Gray drives for the Corsairs. And now they're going to slow things down. Passed it outside. Nelson takes the shot off the rim, recovered by Antelope Valley. Fast break, lays it in, no good, but recovered by Antelope Valley.
Yeah, ABC trying to close, trying to get something going, but just, nothing doing. So looks like Corsair is going to take this home. Minute and a half left, up by 11, 35-second shot clock. They just got to wind this one down. They'll be good to go.
Barbara Pete on the line for the Marauders after the foul. Jasmine Hayes back in the game for the Marauders as Pete takes her second of 2, and it's good. And Antelope Valley calls a timeout here.
Yeah, Antelope Valley head coach over there, a little perturbed to say the least, but that's what happens when you get blown up by a full court press. You can't do anything about it. You can't convert in the offensive zone. Just everything going SMC's way, since the start of the second half. So, it is what it is. Usually it's, not the best thing to do is to, go after the refs for that. But, the refs done a good job both these games. So you got to give it up to the refs. Got to give it up to the Lady Corsairs here tonight. Doing a good job, keeping that home record pristine and doing the home crowd proud.
With 1 minute left to go, 1 minute 36 left to go in the half, it is 59-50. Lady Corsairs up by 9 as they inbound. Kyle Moore looking ready to launch, changes her mind, does it anyway. And now they're moving the ball around the outside. Gray driving, being defended by Johnson. Nelson with it now. Pressure being applied, she passes. The 2-point play is no good, but recovered by Bell. Now Gray shoots the 3. Also no good, but Nelson has it.
Bria Nelson all over the place. Great momentum. Great use of her body to get in and out of position with the defenders, and getting the offensive rebound. Bria Nelson definitely turned it on here late, and Paul Moore just waiting in the weeds, waiting to pull up from 3 and knock down that tray bomb.
Gray will inbound after the foul for the Corsairs. To Nelson in the backcourt.
Well, it looks like ABC is going to give it one more go at it, try to get the ball back. Hope that the Corsairs miss a couple of free throws, then maybe they can knock down a 3. Or, there's a minute left, so hope is not all lost. But it's definitely going to be a tough task, to say the least, for Antelope Valley.
Brittany Scott back in the game for the Marauders as Bria Nelson prepares to take 2 from free throw.
Corsairs have been able to knock down their free throws. It's probably one of the biggest differences. Neither team's been stellar from the free throw line, but I would say that the Corsairs have been to the line more often, which would give them that many more opportunities.
ABC driving. Pressure being applied. Outside to Brittany Scott. She takes another 3, rims out. Rebound by Antelope Valley, but it's out.
Even I was pulling for Scott on that one. I wanted her to knock one down,
Scott is not afraid to pull up.
Great players never are. You can never be afraid to pull up. And I wish that Paul Moore, was taking as many 3s as Scott, because then the Corsairs probably be up by 20.
Johnson with the turnaround jumper. Makes the score 52-61 with 40 seconds remaining.
So it looks like the Antelope Valley coaching staff is determined to have us all miss Top Chef. But they're gonna give it their best. They're gonna try to convert. Try to see if they can get lucky on the free throw end for SMC, and then knock down some 3s. Maybe a couple of, maybe even an and one, or just some easy looks.
At the line, shooting is Joy Bell for the Corsairs. She makes the first. The second is good. Johnson inbounds, but it's stolen by Joy Bell, who quickly goes out of bounds. Antelope Valley will get the ball, have another shot.
Savannah Johnson trying to get tricky with a little behind the back dribble. Not a smart thing to do against this Santa Monica full court press, but it worked this time.
Brittany Scott drives, puts up a layup from inside the paint. It's no good. Recovered by Joy Bell, who is fouled.
Yeah, I think that, I don't know, man. That rim has it out for Brittany Scott tonight.
Savannah Johnson has their personal 9th team foul.
Joy Bell now will shoot 2.
Joy Bell on the line, shooting 1.
And you're right, you called that first one, Claudius, hitting the first part of that 1-on-1. Now she'll definitely get 2.
Both are good. So the Lady Corsairs go up 65-52. 24 seconds remain as Antelope Valley brings the ball back down, almost stolen.
Bria Nelson just all over the defensive end, doing everything, assisting, defense, running the break, pretty much doing everything for her team tonight.
Barbara Peet puts up, does not go, recovered by Santa Monica. Palmore driving now.
And that will do it for the Marauders and the Corsairs battle tonight. Corsairs keep that perfect home record intact, push it to 4-0. And the Marauders, they're going to have to go have a long conversation about how to break the full court press, because that was the star of the game tonight, was SMC's full court press being implemented in the second half. Did wonders, you know, it pushed that, you know, tied halftime score essentially to a 10-point lead, and the Corsairs never looked back. So I think momentarily we're going to try to get, I believe, SMC head coach, maybe even at least an assistant coach, and then we'll be right back to wrap things up.
Congratulations, Coach Strong. Your team seemed to live and die by the 3 in the first half. Was that what you wanted to do?
Actually, no. We always plan to get the ball inside. We want to be balanced, but sometimes, you know, adrenaline and things take over, and then the girls start casting threes. But no, that was not part of the game plan tonight.
And what did you say at halftime? Your team seemed to take over in the second half. What did you tell them at that break?
We switched our defenses, actually. They were getting most of their shots on the inside, so we switched to a defense that pretty much shut off the inside so we wouldn't give up as many layups as we did in the first half. We just switched our defenses.
And speaking of the 2-3 zone, how do you think that will work going forward?
We switch defenses every night, depending on the opponent. These guys, you know, technically, as far as their stats, they don't shoot up from the outside. So we knew we had to cut down the inside. So it just depends on the game what we do.
And this is another win here in the Pavilion tonight. What is it about this place that seems to get your team energized?
You notice that we haven't lost here all year, so I'm not sure. We haven't discussed it as a team. Obviously, they know, but I just think it's being home. You know, we're on the road last week, and we won one and lost one. So we're still in first place, and we're still haven't lost at home. Right.
And what do you need to do going forward to stay in first in the WSC
We got to
South?
play better defense, and we got to make free throws, and I think the overall execution. And when the games are rough, this was kind of rough this game here, but I think they rebounded well.
Thanks, Coach.
We're back here at the Corsair Pavilion. The game is over. Final score 65-52 as the Lady Corsairs go up another game at home here at Santa Monica College. Trev, tell me about how the Corsairs pulled this off today.
Well, I don't think we've talked about it enough. Well, we probably talked about it way more than any of the viewers or listeners want to hear about it out there. But that full court press they implemented to start things off in the second half, that gave the Marauders so many troubles. They couldn't break it. I think they had 4 or 5 turnovers in a row at one point. That's right when the Corsairs built their 10-point lead. And from that point on, it was over. You know, all hope was lost. You know, it was resistance was futile. So, you know, the great implementation by the Corsairs coaching staff. You know, just going to have to wait and see, you know, if they can keep that going, and see if they can keep that home record perfect, and you know, see how they can perform on the road for the rest of the season. And you know, that's about all I have to say, Claudius, for sure. But it was a good game, exciting game.
Very exciting game. Good work by the Santa Monica College Lady Corsairs. It's time to wrap things up here at the Corsair Pavilion. For Trev and Goni, I'm Claudius West. Thank you for watching. Pushes to the outside. 3-point shot. Good. Scoring out 11-4. Antelope Valley.